All right, let's be real for a second. Imagine waking up, posting a selfie, and bam! By the end of the day, you've made more money than most people will see in a lifetime. If you're like me, your idea of striking it rich involves finding a $5 bill in your coat pocket. But for the Miro's Mawby, that's just another day at the office. Today, we're going to dive into the world of Demi, the Instagram model who makes you question every career decision you've ever made, and probably your life choices too. Okay, first things first, who is Demi Rose? Born in Birmingham, England on March 27th, 1995, Demi didn't just come into this world. She entered it like a walking Instagram ad. She is 5'2", yes, tiny but mighty, and she's probably the first person to convince the world that being short can mean supermodel material. But forget about the whole tall and slender thing. Demi broke the mold by being herself and by being really good at showing off her curves. She's got that rare combination of charm, beauty, and the ability to make every one of her Instagram followers feel like they could use a personal stylist and a private jet. And spoiler alert, she's been turning that Instagram fame into cash by the truckload. So, how does she make her money? Well, folks, let's take a look at her business model. And by that, I mean her Instagram account. It's more than just a place where she posts stunning selfies and makes us all question our life choices. It's a money machine. Demi's got over 20 million followers, which is basically the equivalent of running a small country, but cooler. Companies pay her hundreds of thousands of dollars to promote their products. You know, like those fancy beauty brands, high-end fashion labels, and occasional luxury chocolate, because who doesn't need a $1,000 chocolate bar to survive the day? Oh, and let's not forget about her modeling career. You've seen her in FHM and Nuts magazines, right? Yeah, well, if you haven't, you should probably reconsider your magazine collection. She's making serious cash off those glamorous photo shoots too. Now, we all know when you've got money, you've got to spend it. And guess what? Demi doesn't skimp when it comes to luxury. Her wardrobe looks like a walking Gucci store, with designer clothes from Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and Balenciaga that we can only dream of owning. And let's be real, if you're going to have a wardrobe like that, you better have the Instagram photos to back it up. Then there's the car situation. Do we know if she owns a Lamborghini? Not really. But is she often seen flexing with one in her photos? Absolutely. It's basically a prerequisite for being an Instagram model these days. Forget about showing off your grocery haul on Instagram. It's all about flaunting your luxury vehicle collection. But wait, the fun doesn't stop there. You see, Demi Rose's idea of vacation is what we'd call my dream life on steroids. She's been to the Maldives, Mykonos, Ibiza, and probably more exotic places than you can even pronounce. And let's be honest, when we go on vacation, we're just hoping the hotel has free Wi Fi and the bathroom isn't a disaster. But Demi's over here, chilling in five-star resorts and drinking cocktails on private beaches. Meanwhile, you're trying to decide if you should splurge on an avocado toast or stick to the instant noodles. And what's the best part? Every stunning vacation snap she posts doesn't just give you travel envy, it earns her money. Yup, those beachside selfies, they're basically just marketing campaigns for whatever luxury brand wants to pay her to post a photo in their swimsuit. It's genius! Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, this all sounds great, but what's the catch? Is it really all just the life of sunshine and free designer handbags? Well, folks, it's not all sunshine and cocktails. Demi Rose has had her fair share of personal struggles. She lost both of her parents in a short time, which is heart-wrenching. But true to her resilient nature, she's turned that grief into strength. And if you've ever followed her on social media, you'll know she's not just a pretty face. She's also been open about mental health, self love, and the importance of staying grounded, even when you're living in a literal dream world. It's a good reminder that behind every Instagram post, there's a real person dealing with real stuff. So let's give a shout out to Demi for keeping it real even when she's surrounded by opulence. Now, let's talk about Demi's love life. She had a very public fling with rapper Tyga, who you might know as, well, Kylie Jenner's ex. But since then, Demi's kept her love life pretty private. I guess when you're making millions, you don't really need to tell everyone about your dinner dates. But don't worry, she's still dishing out the relationship advice, especially when it comes to self love and confidence. In fact, she often reminds her fans that you need to love yourself first before anyone else can. So, what's the secret sauce to Demi Rose's success? Let's break it down. She's built an empire from the ground up. She's mastered the art of branding, self promotion, and making us all feel like we need to step up our Instagram game. If we're being honest, half of us are still stuck posting pictures of our breakfast and wondering why we're not getting brand deals for our cereal. Meanwhile, Demi is on a beach in a bikini, raking in a paycheck that would question everything we know about careers. And that's the magic of Demi Rose. She's living proof that with the right mix of hustle, charm, and a killer Instagram feed, you can create a life most of us can only dream of. So the next time you're scrolling through your feed, double tapping that picture of her in a bikini by the pool, just remember she's probably getting paid $10,000 for that post. Yeah, we're all just over here trying to figure out how to get a sponsored ad for our avocado toast.